Good morning and welcome to the Drug Aware Margaret River Pro. We're into round 4, heat number 2, early this morning with Nat Young, Ace Buchan, and Leo Fioravanti, the injury replacement wild card that's been making headline news ever since he got into this heavy event, and now he turns into the man to beat. Even though he's only had a few CT heats under his belt, he's dangerous and acting like a true wild card here at the main break. Joe Trappell alongside 89 world champ Martin Potter, and Potts, looks like we're going to get things started. And it looks like Leo Fioravanti now setting up that forehand whip. Big carve, this wave's growing in front of him. Deep off the bottom, jams it off the lip line and has to sneak out of there. So a lot of changes to the shape of that wave down the line. Now looking at a beautiful wave coming through our lineup. Just starting to cap with that offshore wind. Paddling hard for it, wearing the red jersey from Santa Cruz, California. Nat Young gets started. Good timing on the backhand power jam. Mid-face bottom turn, now setting up this inside wall. Big section to work with and hammers it shut. Now Buchan on the answer. Comes off the roof with a big backside snap. Carving it with that flow into the pocket. Backside float, nice and lively on the finishing move, and he's out of there. So Leo Fioravanti had a 4.0 in his last, and now the goofy footer's fighting back.
And they're not going to let this kid ruffle their feathers. Let's have a look at Nat's approach here and talk about the confidence level that this guy brings to his game. Real solid on his feet. Drives through that lump and bump, and then he's going to get that finish with that critical turn at the end there, which is so important right here. I like the way Nat just takes it easy on his first turn and then sets it all up. Ace Buchan, a little bit more of a different approach, got a little bit more whip in it. I love this turn right here from Ace, just how he gets that rail and drives back into the power source and then waits for it to stand up and react. So smart surfing there from Ace Buchan and a powerful approach from Nat Young. And he had a mid-range 9 at the box last year as well, when everyone was saying how hard it was on your backhand. So
here comes Buchan again, still waiting for his first score to come in, but he'll keep swinging. He gets a little hung up off the top, and so he's out of there. Scores come in for Nat Young, a 5.83 start. Opening ride for Ace Buchan, a 7.0. So a bit of a difference from the backhanders, Potts. We'll have this swell peaking later on today with better winds and sunshine on the forecast. Watching this now, the Italian wild card, Leo Fioravanti, setting up that forehand whip. Carves it in the pocket. A little slopey, but he'll get down the line. Draws it off the top, looking for a closeout finish. He'll hit it late, but stays on his board perfectly. So a good read for Leo. Had the 4 earlier, and a 3.78 will give him the lead.
A little bit of a different approach. Let's have a look at the first turn here. See how that wave's a little slopier. It hasn't got that vertical face on it yet, so it makes it a lot trickier to surf. You almost get stuck between two moves. Now it hits that inside section, and you really got no choice but to bash that lip. So
as we see the lineup shifting a bit out there, Potts, we've got this southwest and a west-southwest swell peaking through the morning. Bit shifty on some of these opportunities, and it's keeping the scores nice and honest. 5.27 for Leo's best. Now getting back on the mark is Nat Cy Young, but he pearls on the takeoff. So wow. Nat going straight down will lose priority, and he was still just chasing at 3.44.
It was obvious what happened, you know, the frustration after the wave we saw, but he's going to paddle for this one, but looking directly into the sun. You can see him looking over his shoulder there as he drops into this one, so not looking into it. Nice little sweet crack right there. Back up into the bowl, boom, throws the fins, but a little too high out of the back and goes over. Yeah, paddling into that last wave, beautiful wave, had priority, sun in his eyes. You can see he was looking directly in it as he dropped in and couldn't see the chop on the face, so that threw him off. He hit the bowl, boom, pearled, lobster dive, lost opportunity.
Let's see this wipeout one more time, Potts.
Yeah, you can see him looking down the line the whole time and then takes his eye off that. I mean, it's a tricky wave, Joe. You know, you've surfed it and it's got little weird lumps and kinks in it, and you've really got to focus.
And now Ace trying to control this next opportunity. It's already starting to peak, and Buchan will commit. Really just needs to control a big first turn to get the lead. Jams it hard. He'll commit to this soft shoulder, backside cutback, and he'll sort of recover off the rebound. Trying to make sure he gets enough to take the lead, but Leo's already firing back. Layback draw in the pocket. Nice clean looking frontside carve. Putting it together, looking for the finishing move. Late jam on the end section. Leo loses the finish. And a quick up and out from Nat Young. 6:40 remaining. Ace was just needing that 2.27. Leo was trying to improve on a 4.0. And you really feel like you're part of the rhythm of the earth over here. I think the best sunsets globally are right here in West Oz as we now look at the replay from Ace Buchan here.
Yeah, there's that classic backside snap from Ace. Unfortunately, this wave didn't really have too much on offer for him, so it was all came down to that first turn. And then right behind him, Fioravanti. That's what we like to see from this young kid. So solid on his feet. Gets that rail work happening through this inside section, and for the first time in this event, he comes unglued at the end there. So a little bit of a hiccup from Leo Fioravanti, but he does get the nod on that exchange show. A 4.33 for Ace and a 6.7 for Leo Fioravanti. So the young Italian stallion keeping the lead with 3 minutes and 45 remaining.
So an important part of this heat for Nat Young, not to waste priority. He fell on the takeoff, his last opportunity. Now he's up. Young comes around the corner. Quiet little carve. Now the lip to show up. Squares up and tags it. Nat, a tricky finish, flies away on that rampy inside corner.
You see, when it gets to this part of the event, though, I don't think there's any easy way through.
Nat on an important wave, 90 seconds to go. Just seeing what this inside wall has for him and drills it perfectly to start. Snap to carve combo, now off the lip. Controlled tail drift, squares up vertically. He's running out of room for the finish, so he had to sit down with the rocks coming. But a big performance on a wave underneath. Priority to try to get a 6.15.
Wow.
As we can see, he fought for it, and he's on the rocks.
Hope he's all right. That was crazy commitment right there from Nat Young. Jeez. I think he definitely connected with the reef. Wow. That was a heavy moment right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Now next wave going to Buchan. Big backside jam. Buchan now looking for a big section to finish off on. He'll place it vertically. And just a little redirect, and he sinks on the landing. So the two solid backhanders fighting back to try to send the wild card into round 5. Leo in position for maybe one more wave. The Italian now winding up for a first turn. Chooses a vertical climb, and he'll be incomplete as we count this one out. Nat Young went to the inside to get a chance to try to fight back. Ended up on the rocks as he shakes that one off. Buchan was only needing a 4.97, and he fell on his finish. This is going to be close.
Ace Buchan, same sort of scenario. Beautiful opening turn, then kind of got caught behind the section. Let's have a look. Beautiful fade right there. Textbook surfing from Ace Buchan, and then right here just didn't get that second big turn. And then it goes absolutely dry, so Ace goes down on that last maneuver. 4.97 is what is required, so it's in the judge's hands.
Thinking about a final turn, and then he ran out of water as we look back at his wave.
Nice opening maneuver from Nat. That's a sneaky little inside one that you want to get. It's got a little bit more vertical face, but watch this last turn from Nat right here. He comes out of it and then just dry docks himself in probably one of the most dangerous parts of that reef. It's got to be one of the most dangerous finishes to any wave I think I've ever seen, especially in a competition situation. Okay, the judges are having a little bit of a look right now. 4.97 as opposed to the 5.27 from Fioravanti. You see different sort of approaches, so this is a tricky one to judge right now. The front-siders have got more that sort of slashing turn where the goofy footers get that board nice and vertical. It all comes down to what you like watching.
Judges taking their time on this decision. Even though Ace fell in the finish, was this close to a 4.97 in your opinion?
I think it's going to be very close. You know, missed that section right there, which is going to hurt him. Backed it up with a little turn, but then fell at the end. So it's touch and go. It's going to be right about there.
Usually a few different reactions to the final turn, and now scores drifting in. It does look like a split decision. Some judges saying it wasn't enough, some saying it was for Ace. Last of Ace Buchan, now coming in at a 4.87. He needed a 4.97.
Well, I told you it's going to be right about there, Joe.
Unbelievable finish to that last heat. Judges took their time to put in those final scores, and Ace almost had enough to make the difference. Leo Fioravanti continues his crazy wild card roll and sends Nat Young and Ace Buchan into round 5, as he has been unbeatable throughout this event, taking out 11 world titles in Kelly Slater, last year's defending event champ Adrian de Souza, and now controlling the heat against Ace and Nat to go straight into the quarterfinals as things continue here at Margaret River.
Wow, don't you love it? This is a kind of a Cinderella story, that's for sure, and can Fioravanti go the whole way? Let's find out.